Good morning, students. Hope you are all fine and safe. So your third semester has started, and in this third semester, one of the paper which you are going to study is your business law. So since you are going to be in future HR professionals, you have to be knowing about, or it's mandatory to know about the law-oriented things when you want to start a business or when you are going to work inside any organization. That is why this business law has been added inside your curriculum as one of the subject. Now, before going into your business law, first let us see what is law, why there is a need for law, then we will study about what is business law, then meaning of your business law, objectives of business law, and then Indian statute law, all those things in detail. Law. What is a law? A law is nothing but a rule which has been made by the government that states how a people may or may not behave in society and in business, that often orders particular punishments if they do not obey. That means it is nothing but, for example, if you are entering inside any college or school, there will be a timing which you are supposed to follow. That is what called as the timings for the college. It is nothing but the rules and regulation which a student has to follow when he enters inside the college. The same way timetable will be issued, subjects will be given, all those things. So why this has been given? In order to make you to follow in a systematic way and enrich your knowledge. The same way, inside any country, a law is considered as a mandatory thing. They will be saying, that is, the government will be fixing what has to be done and what should not be done. If you are doing something wrong, you will be punished in order to correct yourself. So that is what called as a law. Next one is need for law. So when we say about need for law, without law, life and business would become a matter of survival, not only of the fittest but also of the most ruthless. That means if there is no rules and regulations which has to be followed, in such cases, nothing will be coming in an order way. Just now I told you in your previous slide example that if there is no timing for your college, automatically, and if there is no subject or timetable, nothing is there, the students will not have a systematic way of attending the class. They don't know when to come, how to attend the class, what are all the subjects which they are studying. Nothing will be known to them and they will not gain knowledge. The same way, inside any country also, if they want to start a business or if they have to live inside a society, it is a matter of survival. Say for example, if there is no punishment, criminal offences will increase. Say if a person is thefting a money, or if he is doing some murder, if he has been punished in such a way, the others should know that punishment should be very serious, so that the others will not start doing all those things. That is why it's considered as an needed one inside any society. The same way, this also helps to regulate their behavior. Just now I told you, if a person is doing something wrong and if he has not been punished, this will be continued by the other person also. If someone has been punished, by seeing that punishment, the other person will know that is a wrong thing. If I am going to commit this thing, again I will also be punished, and which will create a bad name in the society. So that is why the law is considered to be a needed tool inside any country. So then law is the potential tool of social change. So that's what I told you. Even a person who has done something wrong without knowing or knowingly if he is doing also, if he has been punished, automatically it gives a way to correct himself and survive in the society as a good citizen in the future. So in fact, law and society are complementary. So no society or no country can exist without law. That is why law is considered as a very essential thing in order to keep peace and harmony inside the society. But even this law differs from country to country or like states to state. So in India, we used to follow a separate law. The same way they used to follow a separate law. So it depends according to the society or the government. They will be framing the rules and regulation which their people they have to follow in order to increase the country's economy and also to maintain peace in the society. Next, we are going to see what is business. When we say about business, normally business is nothing but transfer of goods and services. Okay, when we say about goods, transfer of goods and services, if I want to buy an television or refrigerator or motorbike or car, whatever it may be, how I can get the goods? Only from the manufacturer or from the seller. So, in such cases, the transferring of goods, manufacturer has produced or from a seller has produced, and from that seller I am going to buy the goods. So, it is getting transferred from the seller to the buyer. That is what called as your business. So, in such cases, when I want to start this business, there are 4 M's which you have already studied in your marketing. That 4 M's is considered to be a needed one, run or start a business. What are those 4 M's? Men, machine, material and money. Without these 4 M's, you cannot start a business. Okay, so first as a human being, I should have a plan to start a business or any type of product. I should have decided inside my mind. Then if I want to start and run the business, first thing mandatorily which is required is your men, then your money to start and run the business. Once the money has been arranged, you will be buying machineries, recruiting people and all those things, and will start producing the products. And that is what called as your it's what called as goods which has been produced. Once the goods have been produced in the expected way of the customers, then it will be passed on or it will be given in the market or it will be sold in the market to the buyers. That is what called as your business, which will be giving a profit for the organizers or the business people. So that's why it's simply called as goods and services transferred from the seller to buyer to earn profit. So here the benefit will be for the two people. Buyer will be getting the goods and seller will be getting maximization of profit. Business law. When we say about business law, if I want to start an organization or if I want to do a business, I should know what I can do and what I should not do. That is the main thing which you are going to study in case of your business law. So simply saying, law which dictates how to form and run a business. So if I have a money and I have an idea to start a business, say for example, if I want to start a production company where I am going to manufacture mobile phones. Now I have an idea starting a business of mobile phone production. In such cases, I should know whether I can start this business or not, how to form this business, where I can start my business, all those things it's mandatory to know for me before starting a business. So if I don't know, if I am an uneducated person or if even though I am an educated person, but I don't know much things about how to run or start a business. In such cases, I can go and consult with a lawyer regarding how to form and run a business. Since they are lawyers, they know how to form a business. Okay, so in such cases, there are certain things where we can start and run a business and where you should not start and run a business. So even in your previous semesters, when I am taking organization behavior or human resource management, several times repeatedly I have said you, if I want to start a business, I have to find out the company name, what is the company name, where I am going to start the business. Where means the place where I am going to start a business. So I have already told you also, if I am going to start a chemical factory, that cannot be started within the city. Okay, so it has to be started or it has to be run only in the outskirt of the city limits. Why? Because since it's a chemical factory, which will be pollution will be more, which will affect the health condition of the public. So in such cases, if even it's going to be a mobile company which I am going to start, since lot of minute parts and all those things are required, in such cases I have to discuss with my lawyer if I don't know whether it can be started within the city limit or not. So that is why it says that how to form and run a business. So, I can consult a lawyer. If I know or somebody is there to advise me as an advisor, by getting the guidance, I can start a business according to the rules and regulation framed by our government. Next one is your objectives of business law. So the first and the foremost objective of our business law is complex business environment has given rise to the needs for a code of conduct. So it's nothing but what is the meaning is, if I want to start or run or organize such cases, I should know whether I can start this business or not, whether it's a legal product or not. All those things I have to decide and start it. That is what called as your code of conduct. The same way, I have to, before starting any organization, I have to select my name, location, invest my capital and all those things, and I have to make ready a basic document called as your memorandum of association. So this memorandum of association is nothing but it's a basic document which will show what is your company name, how much is your capital investment, how many people are going to work inside the organization, whether it's a private company or public company or partnership company. All those details will be inside that memorandum of association. Okay, so as I told you, like a building, when you want to construct a building, there will be a blueprint. The same way, this memorandum is a basic and a blueprint document which we have to submit to the government before starting any business or organization. Okay, that is the thing. That is the first and foremost objective of your business law. And second point is ignorantia juris non excused. That means ignorance of law is no excuse. So I told you, even if I want to start a business, I should know the rules and regulation, what I can do and what I should not do. Even if I don't know, I have to consult with a lawyer. I have already told you. So in such cases, I cannot say that I don't know how to run a business if I am going to start a brown sugar factory and government is seizing my company. Okay, and suddenly if I say that I don't know brown sugar is an illegal product, this government will not accept it, because as a business person, first I have to see whether it's a legal product or not, all those things has to be checked before submitting my basic document and before starting any organization. So if the basic document has been checked by the government, if they approve only, I have to start it. If before approval I have started, if I am going to say I don't know about the law, so without getting a permission also I thought I can start the organization, this will not be accepted by the government and the company will be closed and the person will be punished according to the sin which he has made. So in order to make you understand very easily, I'll give you an example. So every one of us, we know, after completing 18 years only, we can go and get a license for riding our two-wheeler or four-wheeler. So instead of before getting a license, if you are driving and going, and if you have been caught by a policeman, you cannot say that I don't know that after completing my 18 years only I can drive a vehicle. It will not be accepted, because every one of us, even your parents, when they are providing you or when they are giving you vehicle, they have to insist you that you should not drive a vehicle before 18 years. Okay, so that is the duty of your parents. So in such cases, without listening, if you are going, then you will be punished. Even without knowing, your parents' permission, when they are sleeping, or sometimes you are taking and riding a bike, and if you have been caught with the police, automatically you will be punished with a penalty or with a warning for the first time. So you cannot escape, or you cannot say that you cannot say that I don't know, I am very ignorant about this law and all. So according to law, no excuse will be given saying that I don't know about this. That is your second objective of your business law. And the third objective is your develop an understanding of the legal frame. So developing the understanding of the legal framework is then and there, every year there will be some changes by in the government or in rules and regulation in some cases. In such cases, we have to update ourselves with the government rules and regulations which has been changed. Say for example, so previously raising your taxes according to the need of the economy and all those things. The same way, sometimes some products will be banned and some product will be asked to stop by the government. So in such cases, we have to understand what government is saying, and according to the government expectation or according to the government rules, we have to start or we have to run our business accordingly. And the fourth main objective is your understand the purpose and logic of law. Okay, so that's what I told you before starting any business or organization. First, you have to understand what is the logic of law which is saying whether this product is approved by the government to be produced or not. Even if I am going to, yes, if it is approved, what is the next step I have to proceed? Say for example, now you have passed in your 12th standard. Now you want to go and join in any college or university. First, the thing which you are supposed to do is go and find out whether what is the expected group which you want to take is available in that particular college or university. Okay, in such cases, what is the rules and regulation to join? First, you have to buy your application, then fill it up, and required documents you have to attach it, and then you have to pay the fees. Then only you will be admitted inside any college or university. The same way, inside the organization also, or inside even if you are running a company or if you want to run a company also, first you should know what is the logic, how to run according to the law. That is what called as your fourth objective. Then fifth one is preventive law. Sometimes unknowingly certain things will happen. In such cases, law will also prevent that particular person. So for example, my tax payment period is every year by March, or till they will be giving June, July time. Okay, so unexpectedly I was not able to pay my tax in time. In such cases, law will prevent you with fine you will be allowed to pay. So again, to make you understand, I am giving you example. So if you are not able to pay your semester fees in time inside our college, so first they will give you one date without fine, then with fine, and then finally if you are not paying also, some exemption time will be given for you, and then only you will be punished, and you will be like, you will not be allowed to write your exams on that particular semester alone. So you have been prevented with so many times by giving warnings and permission. Even then, if you are not doing it only, the punishment will be given. The same way inside the business also, there are a lot of things which will be preventing a businessman. If he is not again and again, if he is doing the same thing only, he will be punished. So in such cases, why all these objectives have been framed? Only to build a better society, to bring up the economy of the country, and also to maximize the profit of each and every businessman. That is what called as the main criteria of this objective of business law. Next one is your Indian Statute Law, Acts of the Indian Legislature. So this, when we say about Indian Statute Law, this law does not exist during your long back decades. That is when the king people were ruling our country, or when the Jamindar system was there. During that period and all, only barter system was there. Goods has been exchanged for goods alone, and it has not been bought for money and all. So during that time, it was not considered, the law is not considered as a mandatory one. But later on, when it becomes, or when it started developing, and when some people started buying goods with money, slowly when the government came into existence, or that is the government rule when it comes inside a country, the government started realizing that there should be some law to regulate each and everything. So thinking that in mind, this business law was taken into consideration, and so many laws has been framed, and based on that law only each and every person has to do the business. So that was the first thing which has been developed by the government, and accordingly the acts has been framed like Indian Contract Act, Negotiable Act, Sale of Goods Act, Indian Partnership Act, Companies Act, Workman Compensation Act. All these acts started existing, and it has been introduced by the government, stating what we have to do and what we should not do when we are running an business. So that is we are going to study in detail about these chapters in the upcoming classes. Okay, so first we are going to, in your next class, we are going to start about what is Contract Act. So what is your contract, who how it is going, how you have to do your business, all those things we will be studying in detail. Okay, so with this I am stopping today's class. Next class we will start with your Indian Contract Act. Thank you.